Philippine Alliance of Human Rights Advocates at Executive Director ng PhilRights. Makikibalita po tayo dahil may antabayanan po tayo next week.
Oo.
As a matter of fact,
next week
tinitingnan
na pala
namin
yan.
ay, next week yan. February
23.
23. Ano po? Dr. Nimia, magandang umaga po sa inyo.
Good morning, ma'am.
Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat.
Opo, pakibigyan nyo nga po kami ng konting ideya, Dr. Nimia. Yung mangyayari po starting February 23, ano po, yung tinatawag na confirmation of charges against the former President Rodrigo Duterte. Ano pang asahan ng publiko, Dr. Nimia?
So, bali po sa simula February 23 all the way to February 27 except for February 25, magkakaroon po ng pagdinig, yung tinatawag ng confirmation of charges hearing doon sa tatlong kasong isinampa laban kay former President Rodrigo Duterte. Namely, one, yung crimes against humanity of murder during the time that he was mayor of Davao, particularly perpetrated by what has been referred to as the Davao Death Squads. Tapos, yung pangalawang kaso ay crimes against humanity of murder of high-value targets. Ito po yung mga politicians, top government officials who were killed in the course of the drug war under his presidency starting 2016. Tapos yung pangatlo po ay confirmation crimes against humanity of murder and attempted murder in the course of barangay operations, yung tinatawag po nating tukhang, done in urban poor and in urban poor communities targeting urban poor residents.
Opo.
So, yun po yung tatlong kaso na ididinig ng International Criminal Court judges kung batay doon sa magiging palitan ng ebidensya at yung balitaktakan ng defense at saka ng prosecution, kung merong sapat na batayan na after the sapat na batayan ma-confirm yung charges and magpo-proceed na po sa trial proper.
Opo,
So, bali gagawin po yun ng February 23, 24. There's going to be a break on February 25. Then the confirmation of charges hearing will resume on February 26 and 27.
Opo, pero dismayado ba kayo, Dr. Nimia, ang grupo po ninyo na hindi naman pala dadalo ang dating Pangulo sa confirmation of charges?
Oo.
Hindi naman po talaga dismayado. Parang on one hand, we actually expected that to happen, na he is going to not appear during the confirmation of charges. At dahil nga po parang consistent lang siguro doon sa kanilang posisyon na hindi nila kinikilala yung jurisdiction ng ICC.
Opo.
Doon sa kanya.
Opo. Pero ma'am, bakit po kaya ganun katagal? Kung sinasabi natin na pagbasa lang po ito ng mga charges na inihaharap laban sa kanya, bakit ilang araw po aabutin?
Miss Doris, hindi lang po to simpleng pagbasa ng mga charges against former President Rodrigo Duterte. Doon po sa confirmation of charges, papatunayan ng bawat panig, depensa at saka ng prosecution yung kanilang posisyon. So on the part of defense, papatunayan na walang probable cause, walang batayan yung tatlong kasong isinampa laban kay former President Rodrigo Duterte. On the part naman po ng prosecution, titindigan nila at patutunayan nila sa pamamagitan ng kanilang ihaharap ng mga ebidensya na merong batayan yung mga kasong isinampa laban kay former President Rodrigo Duterte, kaya dapat ito ay tumuloy tumuloy ito doon sa trial proper.
Pero may mga biktima na po bang pupunta or magti-testify in this stage of the trial o wala pa dun?
Ay wala pa po, pero I'm not really that sure if there will be victims who will be present at the gallery during and observe yung confirmation of charges hearing. Pero wala pa pong presentasyon dito ng mga witnesses, ng mga biktima kasi ano pa lang to, part ng pre-trial proceedings.
Opo.
Pero ito po ay kaugnay lang po sa sinasabing krimen na ginawa ni dating Pangulong Duterte. Yung mga co-accused niya, kailan po papasok yun? Hindi pala sabay-sabay. Akala ko sabay-sabay ang pagbasa.
Hindi po. Doon sa February 23 all the way to 27, particular po ito doon sa kaso filed against former President Duterte.
Oo, tama.
Pero yung kanya pong mga co-accused, no, or co-perpetrators, during that, I would suppose during the trial ay magiging involved na rin.
Opo. Ngayon, we have 2 minutes left, Dr. Nimia. Ano po ang say ng grupo ninyo? Kasi pinagdedebatehan ngayon, pati si Senator Bam na involved na partner. Ang dami nang nag-bash kay Senator Bam dahil sabi niya, ideally, dapat hindi yan dyan here. Dapat dito yan sa Pilipinas, yung mga allegations of human rights abuses against the former president. Umabot na po sa ganyan na may national debate na kung talaga bang dapat akma yan sa ICC o dapat dito yan sa Pilipinas kasi may sarili naman tayong gumaganang justice system. Anong posisyon po ng grupo ninyo kaugnay sa usaping yan? Doc? Ay, ano nangyari?
Definitely po, sinusuportahan namin ng ICC at sa tingin namin, hello?
Sige po, tuloy niyo po. May delay lang po ng konti. Tuloy-tuloy lang po kayo.
Malinaw po ako?
Opo. Sige po, tuloy niyo po yung reaksyon.
Okay.
Maubos yung oras. Go ahead, ma'am.
Okay. Ang malinaw po ang posisyon ng Philippine Alliance of Human Rights Advocates at yung Philippine Coalition for the International Criminal Court na naninindigan po kami na ang ICC ay merong jurisdiction over the cases filed or charges filed against President Rodrigo Duterte. Gusto ko pong bigyang diin na 2026 marks the 10th anniversary of the drug war. At over the 10-year period, very maliit lang po ang porsyento ng mga na-convict, the perpetrators, mostly state agents, primarily members of the officers and members of the Philippine National Police. If my memory serves me right, mga 4 lang po ang na-convict. Considering na tens of thousands yung napatay during the period of the drug war from 2016 all the way to 2022. At yun po, itong ebidensyang ito ang magpapakita o magpapatunay na talagang inutil yung ating justice system. Hindi naging epektibo yung justice system natin para mabigyan ng katarungan yung mga biktima ng extrajudicial killings, illegal arrest and detention, torture na perpetrated during the Duterte administration. Kaya yun po yung dahilan kung bakit pumasok na sa yugtong ito yung ICC kasi napatunayan that the state did not do anything to be able to serve justice to the victims of the drug war.
Okay, thank you. Maraming salamat, Dr. Nimia. Nice
Thank
to
you,
talk to
ma'am.
you. Maraming salamat po. Mag-ingat po kayo. Ano po?